Hey there, my friends. Today we are going to be diving in real quick to tackle a question that keeps showing up in my coaching programs. And that question is how to handle a cancellation in your business. So that's the question that I'm going to answer today for you. And if you're new to me, my name is Kelly Schaefer. I am a life and business coach, and I help people market more successfully so that they make more money, get more clients, and have a greater impact in their community and in the work that they do. So how do you handle a cancellation? So a couple things you want to consider first is if somebody hires you and you are getting paid up front, you're going to want to know, like, how are you going to handle that cancellation if they paid for their services up front? Another thing is perhaps they cancel up front, but you are getting paid at the job or on the job or at the time of the job. So first you need to have to think to yourself what your process is in your business. Are you getting paid up front? Or do people pay you at the job and when you finish the job? So that's the first thing you need to think about. Then the next question you're going to want to ask yourself is if someone cancels, again, if they pay up front or if they pay at the job, if someone cancels in advance, how much advance notice would you want them to cancel where, to be honest with you, you don't get all crumpety and cranky about it? Normally 48 hours is a good cancellation time, but you get to choose for you because it's really going to be based on however you run your business. The next thing to ask is what if they cancel same day? So this shows up a lot, especially if you have an organizing business and you have booked somebody for a 4-hour session on a Wednesday and they cancel that morning, or you show up to their house and you're knocking on their door and they're texting you, "Oh, I'm sick in bed." These are scenarios that have happened to me and to other people in the industry and in all different businesses. This can happen. So being able to think through these things ahead of time before they happen to you will allow you to respond to them in a more grounded way instead of reacting to them and getting pissed off, to be completely honest. Then the next thing you want to ask yourself is if they cancel either in advance or same day, are they going to forfeit a portion of the money that they paid you? Are they going to forfeit the full amount of the money that they paid you? I've never done a full amount. I've always only done a portion of what their package was or what the service was supposed to be booked. If I had a 4-hour session booked and somebody canceled 48 hours ahead of time, I might be able to reschedule. If I can't, I might bill them or charge them, a fraction of the time, or have them pay something up front. And then if they cancel, that is part of their cancellation fee. There are so many different ways that you can actually do this. There's no right way. I just want to tell you, it really just comes down to how you want to run your business so that it's the easiest way possible, though, for you to tell people what your policies are. So once you figure out how are you going to charge people for a cancellation, are you going to charge people for a cancellation? If they pay you in advance, how are you going to handle that? Are you going to charge them something extra? Or are you going, let's say you sell a 10-hour block of time and somebody cancels, are you going to just subtract an hour, or will you charge them an extra amount? Just again, think through these scenarios. Or if somebody cancels same day. And I always look at it as same day cancellations are very different than in advance cancellations. Then once you have this information, here's the most important thing that you need to do. Once you've figured out the details of how you're going to handle cancellations in your business, you need to let people know that in their onboarding process when people hire you and pay you. So for example, I recently had to hire someone to do a home inspection for me, and part of the cancellation is 50%. I will be charged 50% of the cost of the service, which was a few $100s, if I cancel in less than 24 hours. So, but I know that upfront going into my relationship with the home inspector. So again, it doesn't really matter what your decision is, how you're going to handle the cancellation policies, your cancellations. The most important part is you telling someone in advance how you're going to handle a cancellation and letting them know, so that if you do deduct an hour from their package or bill them an extra cancellation fee, they don't have a lot of like recourse on the other side. And if somebody comes back and says to you, oh, what was this extra $50 charge for? You could say, oh, part of our policy is that this amount of money is charged during cancellations. But that's only valid if you are telling people, or at least have it documented as part of your onboarding process and your contract when people sign up with you. No matter what business you're in, making sure that you have some type of like timeline / cancellation policy in place and letting your clients know that when they sign a contract with you. That is the most important thing. Okay, now you might be in the beginning phases of your business and don't have your policies figured out yet and don't have your contracts in place yet. If that's you, I'm actually going to put a link to our contract bundle below. In the contract bundle, you get contracts that have all of the policies and procedures laid out in them that I have utilized in my business, and you get to use these as a template to decide how you're going to run your business. And there are some training videos that go along with that so that you understand a lot of the nuances when you're writing out your policies and procedure, or your policies for your business, and how people can and cannot work with you. All right, my friends, if this video was helpful, make sure you hit up that like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any other upcoming episodes. Bye for now.